Minds up, minds up. I want to thank you once again for tuning in to Minds Up Moments with your girl, Takia Diamond. Now today, what I want to talk about is hurt people that hurt people. And why hurt people, and what you can do to protect yourself from being hurt by people who hurt people. Most of the time when someone is hurt and they are intentionally trying to hurt someone else, it's because the only way that they can make themselves feel better is to deliberately try to make somebody else feel the same pain that they feel. Sometimes they may not even really want to hurt you, but it's just in them to be vindictive because they haven't learned yet how to deal with the pain that they felt. Some of the pain that they deal with stem from childhood, abuse, things of that nature that they've never been able to really let go of. And if you're a positive person and you're pretty much always like, in a good place, sometimes they just don't really want to see you happy, So when you're dealing with people who are vindictive and they seem like they out to get you for their own reasons, it could become pretty annoying. I mean, especially, again, if you're generally like a pleasant person, sometimes you wonder, like, why the heck is this person so evil? Or, like, what's wrong with them? And they just continuously feel a need to get back at you or just get at you, period, Usually it's out of some type of jealousy, envy, or just plain and simply because they don't want to be the only one that's feeling hurt. It has to bring us to a place of acceptance, that most of those people that are trying to hurt you in any and which way that they can is really because they really don't know how to deal with the pain that they're feeling on the inside of them. I mean, sometimes you may have done something to them. Sometimes you may not have really done anything to them. Or it could be something that they're just holding against you because they haven't learned themselves how to heal from whatever may have happened to them in their own life, in their past, or whatever the case may be. So they need to project that hurt at someone, and you just happen to be it. So I definitely want to give you guys a few pointers on how not to allow yourself to be drawn in by these type of people who intentionally hurt you or make you a target, to inflict pain of some sort, into your life. I mean, it's usually, this is the case with people who've been mentally or like physically abused during their childhood or any form of other abuse, like molestation or, I don't know, any type of pain that has been inflicted upon them. They just need to find a way to give it back or dish it back out, But for these type of sociopaths, and I call them sociopaths because they deliberately try to hurt people, it's really because they have no empathy. It's like they don't have any remorse for what they do. When they come for you as their prey, you got to learn to deal with them, in a way of protecting yourself, and to be honest with you, they usually excessively try to find things to put you down, criticize you for whatever it is that you do. It's like this passive aggressive behavior, and they directly or even indirectly, it can affect your own mind, because you're not really aware. You're not really aware of how to deal with these type of people sometimes. And if you're not really aware of how to deal with them, you can kind of lose yourself in their problems, When you lose yourself in their behaviors start to rub off on you because they rubbed you the wrong way. Now you start to be vindictive and you start to act out like them. And maybe it's unintentional, but you find yourself to some degree being resentful, irritated, angry, and just all that junk that actually really belongs to them. And it's not really your own junk, but you kind of get stuck with it because you're trying to process somebody else's pain. And you can't make it yours. It belongs to them, I mean, the common advice given is to stay away from people who try to purposely hurt you. But what you got to recognize is that sometimes that's exactly what they want you to do. You know what I mean? Sometimes they try to run you off. They want you to feel some kind of way, you know what I mean? So you just got to be mindful of, they have different tactics and they have different plans of what their reason is for being vindictive towards you, or trying to turn people against you, or making you feel some type of pain, you know. It's a little difficult, like if you work in the same place as the person, or if the person happens to be a relative that you have to see every day. Sometimes it could be a parent, a sibling. I mean, just people that you can't really get away from, even though you wish you could just run the other way when you cross their paths, you know. But you just have to get to a point of understanding just how to deal with these type of people who, like I said, they probably don't even really mean to hurt you, but they do because of their own pain that they feel for themselves. I mean, the first thing is you have to know that nobody can hurt you without your permission. And I say that nobody can hurt you without your permission because it doesn't matter what somebody does to you. You know what I mean? It's up to you to feel some kind of way about what they've done. You know what I mean? You have an opportunity to choose your own feelings about how you feel when they do whatever it is that they decide to do. You can choose to react or respond to their madness. React, you're like, oh, this person did this. But to respond, it's just like, you know what? I know they're not even in a good place in their own life, so it's not even no need for me to be acting out and getting all crazy. I mean, you could look at it as it's a gift. Sometimes a person consistently coming at you like that could be a gift to teach you how to gain some tolerance for some people that you might have to deal with in your own future. That might get on your nerves or make you feel some kind of way, you know. But, you know, you just can't be controlled by these people, you know what I mean? You can't be controlled by what's going on around you, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, whatever it is that they're going through, it's not really your stuff, you know what I mean? So don't try to hold on to something that don't belong to you. It's no matter what you try to do to change their mind about how they think about you, they already have a permanent picture of who they think you are. So, and they also have a picture of who they think that you think you are. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, she thinks she all of that, whatever the case may be. Or he think he got this because he got a new ride. Whatever. I mean, just let them feel whatever it is that they feel. At the end of the day, it's really not your problem. Another thing is just remember that people can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. I mean, sometimes you get so irritated with these type of people, you just want to go up top on them. You feel me? And you just want to go talk to them sometimes, and you just want to just tell them, like, stop. Like, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep doing this? Why are you trying to hurt me? Like, what's the problem? You know, but at the end of the day, you have to realize that this is all these people know. All they know how to do is hurt other people to mask their own pain. So it doesn't really matter how you bring it to them or what you say to them or how much of an apology that you could give them. You can even apologize if you did do something wrong. I mean, they still look for reasons to try to hurt you. So the last thing you want to do is directly confront them, because directly confronting them, that won't work. Especially if you know that they're doing it to try to make themselves feel better. You feel me? So it's like confronting them is like, oh yeah, they feel like they actually got something up on you if you confront them, because they got you to that point to where you actually did want to come to them. They know that they irritated you, so you know you can't really get them that satisfaction. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know, it's like somebody that got a drug addiction and you just go take them a bag with drugs and you're like, here, look what I got for you, take this. It's the same thing when you confront somebody who's deliberately trying to hurt you and you confront them. It's just like, oh, this is the moment I've been waiting for you to confront me. Can't get them that satisfaction, you know what I mean? Sometimes these are the things that these people, they thrive off of that. They thrive off of you acting out towards them, you know what I mean? So you definitely can't be aggressive. You know, if you decide to confront these people, you have to learn to just kind of be assertive, especially with someone. These people, you gotta realize, these people, they spend all day and night trying to figure out what to do next to irritate the heck out of you. It's their job, you know what I mean? They meticulously plan what they could do next to disturb your life or hurt you, to mask their own pain. So you just gotta learn how to keep your own emotions under control. You know, there's no need to respond or to act until you do, because if you out of control with your emotions, you're basically just giving your power away to them, and you definitely don't want to give your power away to somebody who's really powerless unless you give your power to them. You know what I mean? So you don't want to make it seem like you are the victim. They already feel victimized enough. Let them stay the victim or whatever it is that they're feeling, but don't you feel like no victim, and don't put yourself in a victim state of mind. You know, I mean, they're only causing other people to be vindictive towards them. Everything that they're doing to you to hurt you, it's just gonna come back to them in a whole nother way by different people continuously being vindictive or hurtful towards